My name is.
What?
My name is.
Who?
My name is.
Knew Anthony pretty well, that she says, and told us this.
I'm in shock because it's like I wouldn't expect that from him. I only know him fighting and stuff, like, but to take someone's life is just like a different life.
He just went to jail because he had a bad lawyer. That's what y'all think? They say the lawyers got outworked. Mm-hmm. They say the lawyers sold him out. Ineffective assistance of counsel. It's one of the hardest claims to win. Do you not know that if ineffective assistance of counsel was easy to win, it would be part of the legal strategy? Do you not realize that that's what would happen? Lawyers all, well, we look like we're gonna lose. What I'll do is I'll just come to the courthouse drunk and then just sleep through the opening and the closing and the cross examinations. You realize that? But anyway, it's one of the hardest claims to win, and it comes from a case called Strickland v. Washington. And under this case, the Supreme Court, the defendant has to prove two things. Somebody type two things. First, he has to prove that the lawyer's performance was objectively deficient. And what that means in plain English, that means the lawyer's work was so damn bad, not just questionable, not just unpopular, like you all is unpopular, right? Right? Not just unpopular, not just not but outside the range of reasonable professional judgment.
Outside the range of professional judgment. What's going on? What's going on, Patriots? You just locked in the Hood Politics where we always keep it 100. I'm your host, Jay. Y'all already know on this channel. We cut straight through that BS to get straight to the issues and the policies that hit us close to home. We talk about everything from elections to national debates, all the way up to political podcasts. We throw some comedy and pop culture in every once in a while, because y'all know my motto, all politics all the time, and give you brain rot. That's why I do it, so you don't have to. We start each and every one of them off sending our thoughts and prayers, and I want to keep in our thoughts and prayers this big, beautiful capitalist country of ours called America, man. We're going to keep praying for our country, man, because we need it right now. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Hey, check it out, yo. Y'all ain't going to believe this, man. I was going to leave this dude alone. I really was going to leave this dude alone. I had no more intentions on making no more Willie D videos until this popped up in my feed. I'm like, man, you don't want to break. You don't want to break, man. This is pathetic. This is sad. This is what you call, this is, yo, so check it out. The first guy that was up there was lawyer Dennis Sperling. We're going to shout out to Dennis Sperling. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go follow him over there on his YouTube channel. He getting a lot of new followers from off of this beef. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of him. I'm glad he is getting up there. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dennis Sperling. You know what I mean? So Dennis Sperling was a pro-black lawyer that Willie D went and scooped up, and he thought he was gonna come up here and fuck up his career. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I can plainly put it, man. He thought dude was finna come up here and and just mess up his whole credibility as being a lawyer, man. You know what I'm saying? He thought dude was finna come up here and lie. And when dude didn't come up here and lie, I'm assuming he had to go find somebody. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, right? Because he kept they interview, right? I guess he chopped the video up in so many parts, but it was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing that I don't even believe why would he put those videos out, bro? He chopped this video up like 15 times. You feel me? He chopped this video up like 15 times. And every video, this lawyer, Dennis Sperling, is filleting his ass like a fish, bro. Filleting him. And I don't know if he think he winning these arguments or something. Apparently not, because he went and got this dude. You know what I'm saying? So full disclaimer, you know what I mean? Y'all know my disclaimer went out. Y'all already know, man. Full disclaimer, man. This guy I'm finna react to is an idiot. Let's get this popping, man.
I think that his comments are reflective of where he sits, though, in the racial argument.
Willie D Live.
Now that you've had a chance to see the incident video, now that the arrest footage has been released, you've heard the 911 call. I'd like to get your perspective as a veteran trial attorney. If you had been the lead counsel on this case,
And I just want to pause it right here, man, because if I don't see, first of all, I don't see how this dude even have any more followers. I really don't see how this dude have any more followers, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because he was on there with Dennis Sperling when the video footage came out, right? And he, right along with Dennis, right along with his audience, right along with me, we all looking at the same video. Do you know this dude Willie D said, I see all these goons running, charging at Carmelo. What do you see? yo, this lawyer was like, man, I don't see that, Willie. You know, you know he wanted to call him an idiot, man, because you cannot not want to call somebody an idiot when they sit up here and just make shit up right in your face. You watching the same thing I'm watching, bro. He say, no, man, I see a group of teens all walking the same way at the same pace. Now, at some point, something got to wake y'all up sooner or later. You know what I mean? And for me, it was that Donald Trump was racist. When I heard that, I'm like, what? The fuck is y'all talking about? Donald Trump is racist. You know what I mean? The same Donald Trump who was banging Naomi Campbell, the one who everybody, all the black folks loves, who sponsored Jesse Jackson for president. I mean, that's the one y'all tell me racist. So that what made me start looking into Ish. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, something is going on out here, and I need to be aware of it. You know what I mean? And a good thing I did, man, because it's this type of Ish going on. You feel me? This type of dumb racial bull crap, all type of goofy, indoctrinated, effing up the black community, all types of Ish going on, yo, and I'm not feeling it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
what would you have done differently than either side?
I wasn't there, right? So I didn't see the trial, but I'm sure that I've heard everything that y'all have heard and seen everything that y'all have seen, okay? Um, but I'm sure by now everyone has heard that he did not testify. Okay. Um, it can't be too many reasons for that. It's either because they weren't prepared for him to testify, which falls on his attorney, or they thought that there was some bad evidence.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, that's it. That video, that little clip that y'all just seen at the beginning of this video, yes, that's the reason why they didn't put his ass on the stand. You know what I'm saying? I know what y'all gonna say. I already hit a pro blacks right now. That was just one little white girl. Woo, yeah, you're right. You know what? And it's funny because they interviewed a lot. I remember at least 3, 4 interviews. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, they locked up in them archives. Now, why is that? Why do this news station with this highly publicized, racialized case that's going on with all this racial division in America, why is it that these other videos, well, all of them, because I got that clip off of Actual Justice Warrior. Luckily, he kept the video he made from when it first happened, and he caught that one. You know what I'm saying? But all of them is locked away in their archives, and it's been a year and a half? Make that make sense. But yeah, that's why this dude didn't have no character wisdom. That's why they ain't let him take the stand. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody talking about they went to school and they didn't find nothing. You don't know that. They probably was wishing. The prosecution probably was wishing, like, I'm praying, boy, please put this boy on the stand. I'm going to eat his ass up. I'm going to bring up all his friends, all the fights that he be having at school, all these interviews. I got this already. So for all you know, his lawyer did what he was supposed to do and kept him off the stand. Because see, I've been through the system plenty of times. Plenty of times. Every state I touch except this one. I've been through the system. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through trials. And as long as your ass don't get on that stand, they can't bring up nothing in your past or your background. But once you get on that stand and start opening your mouth, it's free reign on you, bro. It's free reign. So for everybody who talking that, he should have testified. No, he shouldn't have, man. And y'all saw it at the beginning.
You know, that was gonna get presented if he testified. So I'm saying all that to say is I would have had Mr. Anthony ready to testify. I would have had, because it seems that, you know, in going through the police report, there's many things that needed to be further explained. There's many things that need to be further explained. The fact how he says, I think it's on page 2, man. He says, I'm not alleged, I did it. He put his hands on me. I was protecting myself. You got to understand, in a place like Collin County, there's a cultural disconnect. Okay, he's a black man. He's a black boy. You know, our culture is different from theirs. They don't really understand how we talk, how we walk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, our culture is different because we violent as hell. We are a violent group of people. And I don't know why. Why are we so mad? You know what I'm saying? And you notice I'm saying we. You know what I'm saying? I'm not innocent of this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, because this is my way of giving back for all the BS that I did on the streets when I was coming up. Because I did a lot. I seen a lot of jail time, bro. I ain't finna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So this is my way of giving back, man. I'm trying to get everybody to know, like, hey, man, we've been voting the wrong way and for the wrong people, and they got destruction in their mind for us, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't want nothing. They ain't finna give us nothing. And people still don't understand it. They still voting the same way. But you know, hey, I'm out of that. You know what I mean? I'm out of that cycle. I'm on to the truth, and I'm trying to spread the truth. Unlike these two mofros right here, man.
And I don't know how white folks took that. Touch me and see what happens.
They took it as
You
what they
know?
were
Well,
supposed to take it as. It was a
they
threat.
took it as a threat. They said that was a threat. That they said that
It
goes
was a threat,
towards
Willie.
intention, premeditated is what some people use. The word that some people use. Do you think that if he, let's say he did say that, does that create a premeditation argument?
No, no. If he said that, I would face it right in front of the jury.
See? And see, this is what I'm talking about. He had to go get somebody that would sit up here and lie and be disingenuous. But he not being disingenuous with us. He's being disingenuous with Willie D right now. Because he know the difference between the two premeditated that they was going with. You know what I'm saying? He know Willie D is thinking that they meant this was this meant that he premeditated to go and unalive Austin. No, they was talking about this was a premeditation to starting the confrontation, bro. And so by him saying that and doing it, that means that it was premeditated that he was finna start a conflict. Not we all say that this boy didn't. I don't believe that he meant to unalive the kid. I think it was an unfortunate accident, and now he got to stand on 10 toes, and he got to take his time and do it, man. But this ain't helping him. He need to get in his routine, and these people ain't finna let him get in his routine with all this BS going on, man. They probably got the boy in PC, all types of crap. You know what I mean?
Jury and asked him what he meant by it. And that's the problem. You see what I'm saying, Willie? He didn't even take the stand. So he wasn't able to get up there and say, I wasn't threatening him. I was telling him that if he did something, I was going to protect myself to the fullest of my capabilities. That's all the jury needed to hear him say. Instead of letting the jury sit here and go back and discuss what they thought he meant. You understand what I'm saying? And understand those are just collateral issues. The main issue we needed to test about was the self-defense issue that they tried to get. And, you know, to be quite honest, I was talking to my highly esteemed colleague, Michael Campbell, about this. Even in order to get manslaughter, he probably needed to testify, right? Because for self-defense, you need to testify that you were afraid of serious bodily injury or death. But for manslaughter, you need to tell them you did it because you were angry. the jury was not let into.
Now, I don't know if this cat misspoke right here or he just a bad lawyer, and that's probably why he's doing a podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? Because all the systems I done been through, when you mad and you unalive somebody, that's like a crime of passion. You know what I'm saying? If you mad and you unalive somebody, you're not getting manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? Manslaughter is when you accidentally, you know what I'm saying? You didn't mean to. You know, y'all was fighting or something, or they was attacking you, you know what I'm saying? And you, boom, you poked them or something. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about a push. I'm talking about getting your ass beat to a pulp where you have no choice but to get yourself up out that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, hey, get up out my tent, man, you know, and then you poke it. That you can't do that, man. You can't do that, bro. I'm straight out the hood. I done been through it all, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Firefights, gangs, dope selling. I done been through it all, and I knew this kid was going to jail, bro. But nobody else don't want to, they don't want to accept that. I don't know why. Because if Austin was their child, it'd be a whole different story. That's all I'm saying.
To the mind of Carmelo Anthony, period. And that was just, so that's my answer to that question. I would have had him ready for all of that.
What do you think? What do you think the chances are that Carmelo
And you'd have put that boy on that stand, and his ass would have got way more than 35. They'd have ripped him a new one. That prosecution, I guarantee y'all, I guarantee you, chat, I guarantee you that prosecutor was waiting for them to throw that boy on the stand. I guarantee you.
Anthony's defense attorneys purposely sold him out?
Look, man, you know, I usually don't get in other attorneys' business. I say that a lot because it's true. But in looking at what happened, I don't know if he did it on purpose. I don't know if he did it on accident, but it's the same result. Either you one of the good old boys, right? Which is bad, or you just so incompetent that you didn't know how to prepare yourself, you know, correctly for this trial. And that's
Where was the incompetence at, man? See, they can sit upset. See, everybody can sit up here and call this lawyer incompetent, but they can't point out the incompetency. Where was he incompetent at? Because he didn't put Carmelo on the stand, because he didn't object as much as y'all wanted him to object. Where was the incompetency? You know what I mean? Where was the incompetency? They can't tell you that because they don't know. They wasn't there. You know what I mean? Man, like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Who the fuck is this? Excuse me, I'm sorry, but once I do you like that, once I shut you off, don't you call me right back, bro. Whoever that is, man. Don't ever do that, man. That is so disrespectful. Well, like I was saying, forgive me, y'all. That just aggravated my soul, bro. Like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. Follow me on TikTok, Hood Politics 5.1. I'm a big troll over there, y'all. I love it. This your boy Jay from Hood Politics checking in, and now I'm checking out, baby. Y'all know how we do it, baby.
I denounce you in the name of Jesus. Every devil gotta flee. You don't have no reason. I'm bold as a lion. I don't fear no evil. Blood of Jesus on me. I'm covered. I'm